This is America's Next Top Model, the after show right here on AFTERBUZZ TV. We're on season 23, episodes 9 and 10. Let's get into it.
You're tuning into the destination for TV superfan discussion, AFTERBUZZ TV. And now, let the buzz begin.
Stoked. Ooh.
Love's got nothing to do with it, right? Nothing. Not when it's a competition, guys.
All's fair in love and top model, apparently.
Love and
Oh, we got some
competition.
lights going.
We got to throw it back, you guys.
Can we just
Such a
listen to
good
Tina
song.
Turner for an hour?
For an hour?
Yeah. Call it a night.
Or we can listen to Tosh Turner.
Tosh Turner. Yeah,
Tosh
yeah.
Turner, what's up, you guys?
All right, what's up, everybody? This is America's Next Top Model, the after show right here on AFTERBUZZ TV. I'm your host, Mike Scocozza. You can find me everywhere, Mike Scocozza, Scocozza, and the boys. It's just the boys holding it down tonight.
Yes, and I'm Desola Balogun. You can find me at Desola_B everywhere, you guys. We're missing Heather and we're missing Vivaciously Viv. But they will be here next time, right?
They will be here. You know, we have a lot to sort of cover since we changed from Wednesdays now. So we're going to recap a little bit of the comeback episode and then also the newest episode. And, you know, we want to get you guys involved today. So if you want to, you tell them. You tell them.
Okay, so since we don't have Vivaciously Viv nor Heather, you are our co-host tonight. So we're going to give you the number. It's going to be down below, and I'm going to say it to you because we really want to hear from you guys. So don't be afraid. Make sure to call in at 424-253-0504. Once again, 424-253-0504. We're taking calls the entire show. Tell your mom, friends, uncles, cousins, everyone.
Yeah, let's get interesting. So, all right, well, we'll jump back to the comeback episode. That was interesting. It was they did another fashion video, another movement piece, as you will. So, you know, of course, Paige was loving it. And of course, Marissa was not loving it. Also, poor Kyle, she made a comment like, oh, really? You're going to have the comeback be a dance day? Like, I'm not even going to. She's like, I'm definitely not going to come back. Like, not even going to try.
I just thought, but they didn't even focus on her, though. I didn't even see her at all. Because it would have been great comedy, though.
Oh, yeah.
Because Kyle is a wonderful dancer, and I think that she should have been shown more.
You know what, Kyle? We love you. You should call in sometime. That'd be great. I don't even know where you live. If you live in LA, come to the studio.
Yeah, but you don't even need to leave for the call. You can just call and tell. Yeah. You can defend yourself, please, because I do throw a little shade about your dancing. So if you want to defend yourself, call in and let me know why you are such a great dancer, right?
There we go.
So were you surprised at Marissa's breakdown?
Not really. I think Marissa was she had enough of it as far as the dancing. You know, I think she's got a somewhat of a valid point. It's like all these like dance challenges. It's like, I get it, but it's like,
I kind of agree because there's been like 3, right?
Yeah,
something like that. So I kind of understand what she's saying, but I do think that she needs to learn how to keep her composure.
Well, that's for sure. Yes.
I mean, it's a set. Just the first time she freaked out on Stacy. And then, is that her name? Stacy, right?
Yes,
yeah.
Stacy.
And then this time, she kind of just freaked out on herself.
Yeah. Although, you know what? Sometimes, like, you hit that wall, you hit that spot, you just need to sort of get out of it, separate yourself, and then come back to it, which she did. You know, but you got to learn to just power through it, man.
What do you think about the fact that the old girls got to come back? That kind of bothers me. I know they always get to come back, and it bothers me every single time. I don't think it's fair. I mean...
There's always a comeback, you know. There's always a comeback. Everybody loves a comeback story. And correct me if I'm wrong. I don't know for sure, but I don't think a comeback person has ever won after coming back.
I don't know because there's been like 25,000 seasons. So I mean, honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if it has happened. But I just think it's not fair. Like let's say Justine, for example, she got eliminated the first time, like the first round. So imagine if she got back in the show.
I will say though, like when you're in the competition. Stressful all the time.
Yes.
Once you get eliminated, oh, it's easy street. You're just chilling. You're so relaxed. So it's almost like a refresher, you know?
Yes.
You come back into the competition, you're ready to go. And I think it really showed with Tosh there. You know, she came back charged up and ready to go. And you know what? Maybe they got something wrong in the first place. So
I do like that they brought her back though, because we knew that if Tosh was to come back, Cody was going to be a little. You saw a lot of side eyes going on though.
Oh yeah.
They're like, oh, Tosh, and Cody's like, And then in the teaser for the next episode, they were like cussing each other out.
Yeah, you know, I said on a previous episode, I was like, I was surprised they didn't play the sisters against each other more. And of course, I should have known better. They brought her back, and now that's going to be like a thing.
And do you think it was on purpose? Do you think they knew that they were going to bring Tosh back?
Oh, I definitely think that they wanted to bring her back. I think that was part of getting rid of her somewhat earlier so they could bring her back. I think that was all planned.
I wonder if they tell them that. I couldn't imagine. I like to think that reality TV is real, though I know everything is not. But I like to think that it is. So to think that they would actually like eliminate someone knowing that they're going to bring them back, I'm like, no, it can't be possible. I'm sure it is possible.
Yes.
But in my mind, like if I was producing a show, I would never want to do that because I want to be as real as possible, but I guess real might not get the best ratings.
There are sort of different levels, I think, of. I've met people where they've been on reality shows and they were like, the producers told me to say this. They told me to do that. I think Top Model, at least from my experience, was they wanted to keep it somewhat genuine and authentic, and they try their best to do that, but at the end of the day, there's still a story that they're trying to tell, and you kind of just fit into that narrative.
Yeah. Justine passed out very graciously.
Yeah.
Was that real? That was real. It was real.
That's probably real. I don't think they would call the ambulance if.
No, isn't there always an ambulance?
Well, there's always a medic.
Though?
Yeah. But like that seemed definitely legit. Like
she
real.
She was just dancing and then But what I loved is that Benta was like, "You guys are good," and Benta kept dancing in the mirror. Benta gave no.
I respect her work ethic though. That was great. It's nice to see the people that are eliminated that they realize they do have a chance to come back. You want to see them fight for it.
I mean, that was very Benta of her anyways. Benta doesn't care. She's like, you're being dramatic. But she had a good point, though. There were like 15 girls standing around her. Not really 15, but, standing around her. It's like, oh, my God. So Benta's like, she's good. Let me practice. It obviously didn't work out for her because she didn't get brought back. But I still think that, I don't know, Benta. And then page one, of course. And, okay, what do you think about her funny faces?
Pages?
When she dances, I think it's so funny. Because she's so, like, cheerleader.
Oh yeah, she's definitely in that cheerleader mode. Yeah.
So cheerleader. She's like, ah. and I'm thinking like, shouldn't it be like, I don't know. I think it's really funny. I was really sad about her actually.
Yeah. Well, we'll get to
Sorry,
that.
I know. I'm just thinking about it. It's really sad.
Let's
Scrappy's mom at home. We're gonna acknowledge you because you're always on the chat. We'd love to hear your voice, by the way. Just letting you know. She says that she feels like Marissa was definitely distracted by Kyle. And she think that it got to her and affected her performance. I feel like Kyle didn't affect this performance.
I don't think that was anything. Honestly, I feel like if you really look at who's left in the competition, I feel like Marissa at that point really was sort of the weakest link. And I think she kind of felt that her time was up too. When you're in it, you sort of get a sense of like, I think I'm going home.
It seems like she gave up though, doesn't it? Even the whole competition, she like the dancing. It's like she
was not into the dancing. Well, that's very true.
It was very obvious. Right?
Very obvious. Yes.
And then India. I've been telling you guys from the beginning. You guys never agree with me. There's something about India. I don't know if you changed your mind yet, but India is like a superstar. It's just her. It's her look. I don't know if it's her personality, but her look. She's such a superstar, and she won Best Video. And I'm not surprised because it's just. I think she's gonna win. I'm gonna sit here and say I think she has a very high chance of winning. I honestly think it's gonna be India and Courtney. And
you got a 1 in 6 chance of winning there. There's only 6 left.
I think it's gonna be India and Courtney at the end. And I think the reason why I'm thinking Courtney is because they have given her so much hate.
Leniency?
Well, no, so much hate about her attitude, which is pretty much makes sense. But I feel like it's gonna be interesting because I feel like she's gonna make it to the end. I think it's going to be she in India.
I mean, she obviously has a great look.
Amazing.
A great look.
Amazing.
Nobody's denying that. So I think they're trying to sort of, bring other things out of her, which is, again, the point of this whole season is that boss, brand,
business.
He's
like what's the last B?
The wheels are cranking in my head here. I couldn't get it.
I don't know. I think who do you think is going to win? We're going to do an early prediction right now for this episode so far. And then once we get to platform power, you can say. But
oh, man. I really don't know. I feel like I've been thrown for a lot of loops this season. I thought Tatiana from the get-go was very strong. Courtney, again, with her look is very strong. And then now that there's 2 twins left, how far could one of them go? I don't know.
So you just don't know.
I just don't know.
It's fair.
I'm just going to strap myself in for the ride and just enjoy it. Enjoy it.
You can do that. I think that on to episode 10, I think Tatiana got very cocky.
She did,
and it kind of rubbed me the wrong way.
I do like that. You know, in this episode, there's a lot of it was like, you guys are getting content. You got to be able to keep stepping it up. You got to bring it because you know that's, you want to see people progressing throughout the competition. You know what I mean? And I think that they're really harping on that now. Ain't no, you ain't getting no second chances here on out.
I don't know. I just feel I agree. I feel like if you're not getting second chances, I don't know, something about. They always say that they feel like Tatiana is like the most model looking one and the most like the it girl. And I understand what they're saying. Like, she's very beautiful and everything, but I feel like other people stand out more than she does in this competition. Like when it comes to the pictures and everything, she seems very low key. You know, she's very, like when I was telling Corianne, remember I told her I understand why she and Tatiana were friends, because they both seem very low key. Like they are kind of just there. You know what I mean? But I feel like the other girls, maybe it seems like they're trying so hard. I don't know. I don't know what it is. I'm not saying she's not trying hard, but I just feel like the other ones stand out more so. But they keep telling her that she stands out more. So I don't know.
Interesting. Yeah. I don't know.
Well, I guess we'll just have to see.
We'll wait and see. We'll wait and see.
SlutWalk.
SlutWalk.
What did you think about the SlutWalk competition?
I thought it was. You know, no. I like that they're trying to promote using your platform and doing something positive. I think that's great. I don't know if I fully understood the point of the challenge, and the message that they were trying to deliver and show from that. I didn't think anybody really did like a great job on it. You know.
Have you heard of SlutWalk before?
I had heard of it. Yeah.
Okay. So I mean, she's just saying it's okay to be a slut, I guess, but. I mean, obviously not in those terms, but kind of. But really,
it's empowering women, which is totally, which is fantastic, which you should,
So you don't think either one of them did well?
I think the critique that they gave, how what was it? Team one was Paige, Tosh, Cody, and
Paige, Tosh, Cody, and India.
Right. And then team two was
Corianne, Tatiana, Courtney. Yes, exactly.
Yeah. So I thought, like they said, I thought team two looked really good delivering the message, and then like they said, I think they thought team one. No, excuse me, I'm getting so confused.
Okay, team two, Corianne, Tatiana, Courtney.
Right.
Were they good at delivering?
Yeah, I didn't think anyone really spoke and delivered it amazingly. But I thought team one looked better.
As a whole.
As like a whole. Yeah.
I kind of agree, and I like certain things from each one. Team two, team two with Corianne, Tatiana, and Courtney. I did not like Tatiana speaking first for whatever reason.
No,
she didn't. I don't know. It was awkward, and I didn't feel like she was confident in what she was saying. But I thought that who else was there? See, I keep forgetting. I thought that Corianne spoke well. And I liked Corianne in the video, and I also think that Courtney spoke really well also when she's like, it doesn't matter what I wear, if I wear guys' clothes or whatever. Yeah. I think they spoke better than Tatiana did. But team one, I felt like they were a little more aggressive. Like when they broke, I love how one of them broke the glass. That was really cool.
I think they interacted with each other better,
Mm-hmm. But at the end of the day, I guess they like team two. I don't know. I don't know. I feel like up now in the competition, it's just very confusing now. Because even look who went home. Like, you know what I mean? It's like we don't even know.
Yeah, you don't know. We don't know what to think anymore.
I mean, I really don't. I do know that the arguing in front of Amber was ridiculous.
In front of her? What do you mean?
Tatiana and... Yeah. Are you kidding me?
I mean, they were so petty this entire episode. It's like, come on.
It was irritating. No, but you're really going to be on set. And it's like they're standing right here. You're Amber, literally sitting right there. No, I'm gonna go first. No, you're gonna go first. And I'm thinking like they're gonna cut it however way they want to cut it, so it doesn't matter who goes first. What did you like? What was that?
I don't know.
Have you ever done that before?
No, I'd be like, you fucking go. I don't care.
I think it was ridiculous. They have something against each other though, but I feel like it's more so Tatiana than Courtney now though.
Yeah. I feel like Courtney wasn't. Again, we don't know if we're seeing everything.
Of course.
But I felt like Courtney really was just trying to help and be a team player, and Tatiana was just trying to control the situation.
She did say the problem with Tatiana is she's very controlling. Sometimes I don't know what I should believe though, because Courtney is in the drama all the time. But like I say, when I watch it, I always feel like it's not her fault. Though I know it has to be because she's always in something. But it just seems like people like come at her,
yeah.
And I honestly feel like just in life, everyone's seen instances where the person might be yeah, a little annoying, but there's always that person that people gang up on, but everyone blames them.
Yeah,
you know, and I really feel like
the dichotomy is always sort of the same in like any group.
Yeah, and it's like there's always that one person. I don't know. I just feel like it's not cool. The people at home are saying that they felt like it was very unprofessional, and they are calling that Corianne will be going home next. That's what they're saying for next episode.
Okay. Yeah, I think that could be true.
I wouldn't be surprised about. I feel like Corianne or Tatiana. We're getting ahead of ourselves, but I'm just reading what you guys are saying. And yeah.
Okay. So team 2.
Yes.
Won the challenge.
Yes, they did.
I wonder if that aired already. I would be curious to see what the final product is. Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna look it up right now, you guys.
You do some Googling.
SlutWalk, and let's see if the Amber Rose SlutWalk. You guys can't see this right now, but I'm gonna let you know everything I'm seeing. The page is loading. And I don't see a commercial yet. So it's not up yet. Oh, the SlutWalk has it happened yet though?
I honestly don't know.
I think it depends on has it happened. Oh, it hasn't happened yet. So once it happens, then it'll be shown.
Okay, cool. Well, I'd like to see the final product. You know what I mean? I'd be a little curious to see that.
I think it was good. I mean, I think the point of the message was there. What do you think about the whole SlutWalk thing?
No, I think there is a double standard for men and women. You know, I certainly enjoy sleeping around and having a good time, and I feel like if you're a woman, you should be able to do the same thing and enjoy yourself. You know.
So you're not going to judge a lady based on that?
I never judge a lady. I judge people on their character and how they treat others and all those kinds of things. So long as you're being safe, so long as you're not just blacking out and banging.
I was going to say I did not believe in a word you just said, but it's okay. You said I never judge anyone. No, honestly though, no, for real. Like since we're talking about SlutWalk, you don't think if a girl, you know, if a girl's been with like, I'm trying to think of something like reasonable but not too crazy. Like I was gonna say like 50, but that sounds crazy to me. I don't know. Like is that not that's not crazy? Like 50 people? Wow. Okay.
I think it depends on the person.
But if you met a girl and she said you liked her and you're like, she's like, oh yeah, I've been with 50 guys, you're not gonna judge her?
Yeah, but Desola, put it in perspective, right? There's 365 days in a year, and if a girl goes to college for 5 years, within 365 days, that is like almost 2,000 days. So within 2,000 days, she slept with 50 people.
Yeah,
okay, when you put it that way, I like that you just chimed in because that's a very fair way to put it. But I'm just saying that, like, I don't know. I'm not saying I would judge them, but I would be taken back if someone told me, I would be taken back.
But especially with, like, online dating, you can go on a different date with a different girl, like, literally every other day, and within 3 weeks have slept with 10 women. I mean, it's not...
Yeah, I feel like there is. I mean, there's definitely a double standard.
Yeah, and I'm showing it right now with the way I'm thinking about it. But
I don't necessarily understand why. You know what I mean? Like, why can't women do what men do?
No, it's fair. I do agree. You know, one thing that always gets me that I don't even think about, like the thing that when they say like women get paid less, I never would think in my mind.
They do.
Yeah, but I would never think like if I was hiring someone like, oh, you're a old lady, I'm gonna pay you less. I don't know. It's interesting.
I mean, I'm a very advocate of it should be based on performance and who's the best, regardless of, you know, age, gender, sex, whatever, religion. It doesn't matter to me. You know what I mean? But unfortunately, that's not the way the world works. So
we need Amber Rose to come. Amber Rose, can you come in and explain it all to us? That would be great. Wouldn't that be great?
Yeah.
We need her. Amber, come in.
She would be good to interview. I feel like I'd like an interview.
She's so fun.
Yeah.
She is fun. Yeah. Thievius Rakunis says he corrected us. The SlutWalk has happened. It occurs during the summer, and Amber has done it twice. So the last one was in LA, and it was shown there.
Oh, okay. I'm surprised we can't find like a video of that.
I mean, I didn't search that hard. I'm not gonna lie. So I mean, I'm just saying it wasn't like I was looking for, like with the life in me. So, all right. So picture time in the challenge. What did you think about the challenges?
The photos.
Well, first of all, what did you think about who they were assigned? I liked it. I think it was cool.
I like the idea of what they were doing, but I found their message throughout was kind of conflicting because they're like, we want you to embody this person, but as you, but don't pose like them, but be like them. You know what I mean? It was it was very confusing. Like there was no clear directive of what they were. I feel like nobody really knew what they were trying to do.
I was confused when I was watching it. The entire time I was thinking, if I was there, I would not know what to do. I really wouldn't because they say, embody Britney Spears, but be Paige. But then when she got up there, they're like, you're not being
Britney enough.
Yeah, exactly. Like, and then when Tatiana went up there, they're like, you have to be Tyra, be Tyra. And Tyra does pose like that a lot. I've seen, I know what picture
and you're
they're
on a red
copying.
carpet. That's what.
Exactly. And
you're
then,
not gonna be just like.
Yeah, and then they say, oh well, don't put your head down too far. It's gonna look like a wig. Well, it's definitely a wig. And Tyra was definitely wearing a wig also. So I'm like, I don't know. It's kind of like you can't win, honestly.
No, I like the idea behind the shoot, but I thought it was a little confusing. You know, I liked that they were trying to give these empowering women, but I feel like if you're gonna dress them like them, if you're gonna make them look like them, then it should be you're trying to be them. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, bring your own little thing to it, but don't. I found the whole thing a little confusing.
I honestly feel like 9 times out of 10 they probably don't even know what they don't know what they want. You're just doing it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I feel like when you go up to the photo shoot, I'm not there and I've never been there, but it's kind of like the direction that they give is kind of like I wouldn't know what to do, so I'll just keep doing stuff and then hoping that the picture comes out right.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, they choose it anyways.
Right, and there's a lot of what you also know is they're shooting constantly, so like you don't never know what frame they're gonna use. So it's like you're almost afraid to sort of try something crazy because then God forbid that like doesn't work. That's gonna be the photo they end up using for you. You know what I mean? So I think everybody's always a little more reserved than you typically would be. You know, it's tough when you're in that position to really just sort of let go and just be in it.
Honestly, I think this would be a cool spin, and I think it would be more fair if next season they let the girls choose their own pictures. I mean, no, honestly, think about it though. It's like they literally take hundreds of pictures and then they choose one and say, you look horrible in this picture. There's no way that they took all those pictures and there was no good picture. I don't believe that.
Of course.
Yeah, so I feel like they need to make it fair and let them choose their own pictures, or maybe have a couple competitions or something where they can choose their own picture. You know, I feel like that would be fair. I mean, they have some. I guess with some competitions they've done like the videos and whatnot. And
it's interesting too because even on panel here, people the judges' opinions were very diverse on the same pictures. You know what I mean? Like some loved it and some did not like it. It was like nobody really knew what they were looking for. You know. And it's it was weird. Do
you feel like Drew hates everyone? Because I think Drew, it seems like he hates literally every single girl. He had nothing positive to say about anyone.
No, I don't think Drew hates them. I mean, Drew is probably, I'm sure, very good at his job.
Yes.
And he knows exactly what he wants and knows exactly what he's looking for. And somebody in that position needs to be that way. So I think that's just the way he works. You know what I mean? And there's always going to be personalities, and there's always, you know, that don't work, and there's going to be days where you just don't vibe. I mean, that's just going to happen. But I don't know. I'm rambling.
No, I mean, no, what you said makes sense. It makes sense. I just feel like he hates everyone. I mean, so Corianne was Beyonce. Was she a good Beyonce?
Corianne was not a good Beyonce.
No?
No.
Why?
Also, Beyonce is tough because Beyonce, every girl wants to be Beyonce. Every guy wants to be in Beyonce.
Guys, we got a caller on the line.
We have a caller on the line.
Oh, hey-o.
Who are we speaking with?
You're speaking with Jeremy. I'm Thievius Raccoonus on the live chat.
Hey!
He's the one that let us know about the SlutWalk. What's up, Jeremy? How you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm watching the live chat right now on my laptop, and the voices are going out of order, so it's confusing, but I'm doing good. How are you guys doing?
Good.
The video is 30 seconds behind live, so you might want to pause it while you're on the line.
Oh, okay.
So first of all, thanks for watching every week, because I always see your comments. I'm glad to know that your name is not Thievius Raccoonus, because I've been messing it up every week. So I'm glad that your name is Jeremy, because I won't mess that up any further.
So it's cool. It was like a little video game. I made this account when I was 14 or something, and I just always kept it handy thing, and now it's kind of embarrassing.
It works. I like it.
Oh, I have like a Yahoo email account from like 15 years ago.
I still use Yahoo also. Yeah. That's the only one. I think Yahoo's better.
Sticks with you.
I enjoy it. So what was your favorite part about this episode? About both episodes?
Probably my favorite part was the kind of dance shoot, because I thought that it was cool that they brought the girls back instead of it being like I wish it maybe would have been photo shoot, but I like that they all got to be involved and had like a group thing. I like that for the most part, like just the group dance video. I thought that was cool, and how they all just got to work together.
Yeah, I like the concept of that, how, you know, the two teams were sort of battling it out.
I like the concept, but you don't think that it's kind of unfair that they bring people back? I really feel like that way.
You're really not liking this thing. Huh?
I don't. What do you think, Jeremy?
I kind of feel like it works just Just I feel like it sucks that at least for this cycle they didn't have them, I guess, kind of do the shoots like how they used to have you guys do before in the previous cycles, because then we don't know how like they would have done on those photos.
Yeah,
so then it's all that kind of progress you don't know. So then just Tosh coming back, like for example, we don't know how she would have done. So she did good on this shoot, but for the rest she might have done horrible. I guess we'll see.
Right. I meant to ask Paige when she was here if they actually did do the shoots. Because I know she did say that they would.
You guys did that, right?
We did that because they would release the photos ahead of time. So if there was one less person, you would know who got eliminated. You know what I mean? But Paige said that they were when they were kicked off, they would still sort of see them and interact with them. So I think they still might have done the shoots at some point. I don't know. I really don't know.
I think it's interesting. Now, Jeremy, we want to know. We were kind of taken back with who went home. We didn't get there yet, but we might as well go there now. Paige went home. And she has never been in the bottom, so that was interesting. Who did you think was going to go home?
I hated it. Like, I love Corianne. I love that you guys had her on the previous panel and everything, but I felt like this was her chance, or at least she should have been in the bottom two with Tatiana. Like, I felt like that would have at least been more easier for them when it's like Paige versus Tatiana. Tatiana was stronger in my opinion, but when it has Corianne, she's already kind of had a few chances, and she was falling. I felt like Paige deserved another chance, and I like both. I like them both, but I felt like Paige had another chance.
I feel the same way, Jeremy. That's kind of how I felt. I was like, it kind of caught me by off guard.
I mean, I agree. We've been calling Corianne for like weeks. We keep saying she's going home, but she hasn't gone home yet. So, everyone was surprised. Paige has never been in the bottom. She always does well in all the competitions. She does well. She's never last to be chosen. So I don't really know what they were thinking voting her off. Maybe they didn't. I don't know. I really don't know at all.
Maybe they just got stuck in I was gonna say maybe they got stuck in that mentality that she was just the kind of cute preppery sorority girl, but actually she has like a lot more. Like, she really knows her social issues and everything. She's very intelligent from what I can see.
Yeah, when she was in here, I mean, she is one smart cookie.
Impressive.
She is on her. She knows what she's doing. And you know what though? As shocking as it was, I feel like almost out of anyone, I think she'll come out of this, kind of. She'll really use the platform in a good way.
I was just thinking, like, you remember when we were watching it, I said, I feel like Paige can be the business boss brand, because meeting her in person, she's exactly how she is on the show. So obviously we know she's real. Like, that's exactly who she is. Super nice, super happy. She was so excited to be here. Like, she has an aura about her.
She's got a great energy.
Yeah, she really does. And
great personality.
Yeah,
she's a great spokeswoman for what I can see.
I was a fan of hers. My last question to you is, who is going to win this competition?
Ooh,
I guess from this point, I'll probably either have to say India, because just she's been delivering on the photos. Like I said earlier in the comments, she's a silent killer. Like at first she kind of was in the middle, kind of quiet, but then she just quickly started perking up, and now she's killing at the photo shoots. Or probably, I still think Tatiana, even though she's been falling recently, because she still has that whole kind of image with the fact that she's like the CEO, she runs that skin butter business and modeling person, everything. I feel like she could work too. So those are at least my top two.
Yeah, I feel like sometimes they like to, the people that are doing well, I feel like they like to bring them down a little bit sometimes. And I feel like they're kind of doing that with Tatiana right now. They don't want to feel like too inflated.
But she hasn't done, I mean, I don't know. I have nothing against her, but I don't know. I just don't. I think India. I think India's gonna. India is just, there's something about India. Like, the silent killer is the perfect way to put it.
That was really good. Yeah.
That was really, because she's very like I said, when you see her on the show, she looks very regular, like, But when she's on set, she's it.
Yeah.
Like, she's it and lit. It and lit. Well, thank you so much, Jeremy, for calling in. We appreciate it.
Oh, thank you guys for having me. I really appreciate this. I hope when I watch this, my voice doesn't sound too awkward or scrawny.
No. You sound great. And last but not least, pronounce your name one more time, like your YouTube name.
Oh, my YouTube name is Thievius Raccoonus.
Okay, Thievius Raccoonus.
Yeah, I'm ashamed of it too, but I still rock it.
Okay,
nice.
Thievius Raccoonus. Thank you so much. We appreciate it. All right, Thievius Raccoonus. He's here every single week.
I love it, man.
Literally every single week.
Getting involved.
I like it. So, okay, can I give you my opinion on all the pictures?
Yeah, let's go over the pictures, yeah.
So, unfortunately, we don't have the pictures for you guys, but just close your eyes and think about it. That's what I'm going to do while I say it. Tatiana, who was Tyra Banks? My note was she was very overconfident this episode, and I wrote that her picture was very plain.
Plain is a good word, yeah.
That was my.
It's just kind of like,
Exactly. Corey Ann for Beyonce. I honestly felt like she looked like Beyonce. Like that was a very Beyonce pose. So
Beyonce is so, and I think they brought it up though. She's so deliberate in every single move she makes, and she makes every single move with confidence. You know what I mean? And I feel like I didn't get that at all from Corey.
I see what they're saying, but I felt like it was very Beyonce. Like if I saw it and they said who is she, and I didn't know anything about the show, I'd say Beyonce. Okay. So Courtney Madonna, she was amazing. Courtney's so beautiful.
Loved it, yeah.
Courtney is so beautiful.
I wanted to see a little bit more of like that wild child that Madonna has. You know what I mean? I wanted to see a little bit more.
That's
of that
what they were
Courtney.
saying.
So I think it could have been better, but I mean, she still looked great.
But Courtney's like, imagine driving down Sunset and billboards of Courtney. Like it's just right to me.
Well,
it's just right.
It's so funny because people, they're like, I want to be a model. I want to be a model. And there's I can work on my angles and I can work on this. But at the end of the day, so much of it is just genetics. It's just the way you were born and the way you look when a picture is snapped. You know what I mean? And there's really nothing you can do about it. And Courtney has that thing, you know?
I think her face, honestly, I might be being a little dramatic, but she's like, someone will crash looking at her billboard, I swear. No, because she's so beautiful on pictures. Like you're driving, you'd be like, who is that? So I think I wrote beautiful next to her. I think she's amazing.
She's not very good in motion, but in picture, she's really
great.
Good. Yeah.
She's great. I think she'd be a huge model. Well, I guess we'll see, but I hope so. India, Katy Perry, love her. She's the best. That was the best picture out of all of them.
I loved it, and I thought they gave her the perfect person to sort of embody. You know,
she was so playful with it, and she was just good. And I'm a huge fan of her. Paige, I didn't write it. I wrote happy. That's what I wrote next to Paige. Yeah. I don't know. I didn't know what to say about that photo shoot. She was smiling a lot.
Yeah, I wanted to see. I don't know what I expected out of it, but I wanted to see something different, something better.
But Britney is kind of, honestly, have you ever seen Britney Spears like take pictures? She's like, it's like a half smile, like uncomfortable. No, it's true, honestly. And if she smiles with teeth, it still looks like awkward. So I feel like she kind of embodied it a bit, I guess.
What was that the video that she was wearing that red outfit on? Like, was that what they were trying to like mimic there?
Yes.
What was that video? Which one
was that Oops I? No, that wasn't Oops I Did It Again. That was like her beginning stuff. I don't know, like the red leather.
I can like picture the video, but I can't picture the song. I remember I'm a Slave for You. That was definitely some Spank Bank material for me when I was growing up.
Some what material?
Spank Bank. I'm a Slave for You. That was a hot video.
What does Spank Bank mean?
You know.
Oh, wow. Okay. Spank.
How do you not know what that means?
I've never heard that term before. Spank Bank. I guess this is a rated R or whatever rated we want to be show, huh? I was like, okay. And then Tosh, I wrote good as Tina Turner. It was really good.
Tosh was my favorite.
It was really
honestly,
good.
Yeah, that was such a great shot, and I thought I guess she kind of embodied, what I would think Tina Turner, and I liked it.
And last but not least, Cody. I wrote it was great. I really liked it. I thought her face was so strong, and I really enjoyed it.
Same thing with her. They kept giving her they would say one thing and then say something else that I felt like contradicted her. You know what I mean?
But that because they all have different opinions, But they should. I was gonna say they should be on accord a little bit, but that's why I think when you brought up last time how when they had the scoring, it was better. I kind of agree with that because the scoring was more fair because it's like they kind of score them and it's kind of based on like what you've done.
Yeah, but they also
because Paige would never have gone home if they were scoring. She would never have gone home because I'm a little, I don't know, I feel a certain way about that because I don't think it made any sense.
I think the scoring just made it more dramatic, but I don't think it really changed anything. I like the idea of I think it feels a little more authentic to just say, this is who we think is the best and this is who we think is the worst, and that's it.
And just because we think that doesn't mean it's the end of you because it's all about opinion. That's really all, in my opinion.
It's a completely subjective industry. Yeah, it's 100% subjective.
So it's good.
One person may love it, one person may not love it.
And okay, so before we go, we have to talk about one last thing. That ice cream fight was so stupid. Tatiana, you are so wrong for that. And I'm sorry, I have to call her out. That was the most ridiculous thing ever. She went at Courtney because Courtney took 2 scoops of her ice cream after Courtney told her that she was going to take ice cream. And Tatiana comes back and says, I thought you were joking. Don't touch my food. Like, what? How does that make any sense?
I thought Courtney was very mature. She's like, well, then I'll just buy you a new one. Like it's not a big deal.
But that has happened to Courtney so many times. I feel like they just hate her. And you know what? I never like to use the card where I say they're just threatened by her, but I feel like they're threatened by her because that was the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen in my life.
I wonder like when that even was too. You know, I don't know. Just the wheels are.
I don't know. Anyway,
if there was more to that or something, who knows?
It was annoying. You guys, please let us know what you guys thought about this episode and these episodes because I liked it. I thought it was cool. I think Tatiana was, but I still like her. I think she's cool. She just had her moment. Everyone has a moment.
Yeah.
And yeah, get in those comments and let us know, guys, please. Anything else?
No, I think we should get into some predictions here.
And now, your AfterBuzz TV predictions.
That's not bad. I can't move my neck like that.
No.
Oh.
I feel like a snake should be coming out of like a, out of a pot.
The little snake
exactly.
you're talking about.
Predictions. Who's going home next week?
Well, let's see. We got 6 left. It's getting down to the wire. Man. I really like Corianne, but I feel like if we're really looking back over the last couple episodes and the body of work, I feel like she has kind of, I think they keep wanting more from her and she just doesn't give it to them,
I think Corianne should have gone home a long time ago.
Yeah, man, it's going to get real interesting. It is going to get real interesting. And I'm curious to see just what challenges and shoots are going to entail next. Because usually towards the end, it gets a little more like fashiony, a little bit more getting into it. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So I'm curious to see where they're going to go.
I don't know who's going home next week, but I think India's going to win, and I hope she does.
I do know that they're definitely, Tosh and Cody, they're definitely going to like play that up.
Of
them
course.
Going at each other, which I called earlier.
But I don't want either one of them to win. I just want India or Courtney to win because I think they're both amazing.
Be interesting.
And that's all my predictions. That is it, you guys. I guess that's all for today, right?
Guess we'll wrap it up. All right. Well, tune in next Wednesday.
Yes, you guys. And hopefully we'll have a full panel next Wednesday. But if not, tell your friends, your mom, your uncle, everyone to call in because you guys can be our co-hosts again.
I love it.
I'm Desola Balogun. You can follow me every single place at Desola_B everywhere.
Beautiful. And I'm Mike Scocozza, SCOCOZZA, all over the internets. Thank you so much. We'll tune in, and we're getting down to the wire here.
Thank you, guys. See you next week.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.